We live in a world obsessed with pushing limits. We climb higher, dive deeper, and fly faster, all in the name of adventure and the pursuit of that pure, unadulterated adrenaline rush. These are the extreme sports where the stakes are high, the danger is real, and the margin for error is razor thin. These sports aren't for the faint of heart. They demand unwavering focus, peak physical condition, and a deep respect for the power of nature. But what drives people to these extreme activities? What makes them willing to risk it all for a fleeting moment of exhilaration? Is it the thrill of cheating death, the feeling of being truly alive, or simply the need to conquer something that most wouldn't even dare to attempt? Whatever the reason, one thing is for sure: these sports test the very limits of human endurance and courage. Over the next few minutes, we're going to dive headfirst into the world of extreme sports, exploring 5 of the most dangerous activities known to man. We'll look at the skills required, the risks involved, and the allure that keeps these athletes coming back for more, despite the ever-present danger. Number 5. Picture this. You're standing on the edge of a precipice, the wind whipping through your hair, the ground a dizzying drop below. In your hands, you hold the only thing standing between you and oblivion: a parachute. This is base jumping, a sport so extreme, so unbelievably dangerous, that it's often referred to as a dance with death. Unlike skydiving, where you leap from planes at thousands of feet, base jumps happen at much lower altitudes. We're talking buildings, antennas, bridges, cliffs, anything with enough height to give you those few precious seconds of free fall before you deploy your chute. Those few seconds might not sound like much, but trust me, when you're hurtling towards the earth at terminal velocity, time takes on a whole new meaning. The rush is like nothing else, a pure, unfiltered shot of adrenaline straight to the heart. But with that rush comes unimaginable risk. The margin for error in base jumping is minuscule. One wrong move, one gust of wind, one equipment malfunction, and it's game over. And yet, despite the inherent danger, people from all walks of life are drawn to this sport like moths to a flame. They train relentlessly, honing their skills, mastering their fear, all for the chance to experience the unparalleled freedom of flight. They talk about the feeling of being on the edge, of staring death in the face and laughing, of pushing their limits beyond what they thought possible. Number 4. The ocean is a powerful force, capable of both breathtaking beauty and terrifying destruction. And nowhere is this duality more evident than in the world of big wave surfing. These aren't your average beach breaks, my friends. We're talking monstrous walls of water, towering tens, even hundreds of feet high, capable of swallowing you whole in an instant. Surfers who dare to ride these liquid behemoths are a different breed. They spend years, even decades, honing their skills, learning to read the ocean's every move, anticipating its every whim. They understand the risks, the very real possibility of being held underwater for minutes at a time, tossed around like a rag doll in a washing machine. But they charge in anyway, driven by an insatiable thirst for the ultimate ride. Imagine paddling with everything you've got, just to catch the crest of a wave the size of a skyscraper. Feel the water rushing beneath your board, the wind screaming in your ears, the spray stinging your eyes as you drop in, the world a blur of blue and green. It's a sensory overload, an adrenaline dump like no other. Big wave surfing is a constant game of cat and mouse, a delicate dance between man and nature, where one wrong step can lead to disaster. But for those who master the art, the rewards are immeasurable. To stand atop a mountain of water, to feel the raw power of the ocean beneath your feet, to conquer a force that would crush a lesser being, that's a feeling that stays with you long after you've paddled back to shore. Number 3. Bull riding, 8 seconds of fury. They call it the most dangerous 8 seconds in sports, and for good reason. Bull riding is a brutal, unforgiving test of strength, agility, and sheer guts. Imagine this. You're straddling a 2,000-pound bull, a creature bred for its bucking power, its unpredictable nature, its sheer ferocity. You've got one hand strapped to its back, your other hand held high in the air, and 8 long, agonizing seconds to prove your worth. The gate swings open, the bull explodes out of the chute, and you're instantly thrown into a whirlwind of bucking, twisting, bone-jarring chaos. Every muscle in your body screams for you to let go, to save yourself, but you hold on tight, gritting your teeth, digging deep, because that's what cowboys do. They face their fears head-on. They stare danger in the eye and they don't blink. The crowd roars, the adrenaline surges, and for those 8 seconds, you're not just a rider, you're a warrior, locked in a primal battle of wills with a beast that could crush you in an instant. Sure, you wear a helmet, a protective vest, but let's be honest, those offer little more than a false sense of security. Broken bones, concussions, even death, these are all occupational hazards in the world of bull riding. Number 2. Free solo climbing, a dance with gravity. Imagine scaling a sheer rock face, thousands of feet in the air, with nothing but your bare hands and the sheer willpower to keep you from falling. No ropes, no harnesses, no safety net, just you, the rock, and the overwhelming force of gravity pulling you down. This, my friends, is free solo climbing, a sport so extreme, so utterly mind-blowing, that it makes even seasoned climbers shake their heads in disbelief. It's a pursuit that demands absolute precision, unwavering focus, and a level of mental fortitude that borders on the superhuman. One slip, one miscalculation, one moment of doubt, and it's all over. Free soloists walk a tightrope between life and death with every move they make, their lives hanging by a literal thread. And yet, they climb on, driven by an insatiable thirst for adventure, a need to push the boundaries of what's possible. They talk about the feeling of being completely present in the moment, of their senses heightened to an almost supernatural level. They describe the rock face as a living, breathing entity, one that they must connect with on a deep, almost spiritual level in order to survive. Number 1. Cave diving, exploring the depths of darkness. The underwater world is a place of mystery and wonder, but venture deep beneath the surface into the dark, unexplored recesses of underwater caves, and you enter a realm where few dare to tread. This is the domain of the cave diver, a special breed of adventurer who risks life and limb to explore the hidden depths of our planet. Imagine squeezing through narrow passages, your heart pounding in your chest, the only light coming from the beam of your torch. The water is cold, dark, and eerily silent, save for the sound of your own breathing. You're surrounded by tons of rock, the weight of the world pressing down on you, and every instinct in your body is screaming at you to turn back, to return to the safety of the surface. But you press on, driven by an insatiable curiosity, a thirst for knowledge that outweighs even the most primal of fears. Cave diving is not for the faint of heart. It's a technically demanding pursuit that requires specialized training, equipment, and a level of mental resilience that few possess. The risks are all too real. Equipment failure, disorientation, getting lost in a labyrinth of underwater tunnels. Any one of these things can be fatal. Adroso, are you ready to push your limits? We've journeyed through the air, across towering waves, and into the depths of the earth, exploring 5 of the most dangerous sports known to man. We've witnessed the incredible skill, the unwavering courage, and the unbreakable spirit of the athletes who push their limits in pursuit of the ultimate thrill. But we've also seen the risks, the ever-present danger that lurks around every corner. So I ask you, my friends, is it worth it? Is the adrenaline rush, the feeling of accomplishment, the sheer joy of conquering these extreme challenges worth risking life and limb? That's a question only you can answer, but one thing is for sure. These sports force us to confront our own mortality, to question our limits, and to appreciate the precious fragility of life. They remind us that we are capable of so much more than we think we are, and that sometimes the greatest rewards come from facing our fears head-on. So, what do you say? Are you ready to step outside your comfort zone and discover what you're truly made of? The choice is yours.